broadcaster, JCB driver, race car driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Osborne, with all of those skill sets under your belt. Which do you prefer driving, the BTCC car or the tractor?
Well, today I've been driving a 60-ton Libra, digging holes and trenches and trial pits.
Wow.
Yeah, so part of the quarry job, we're in the opening up stage again. So we're making sure the clay meets right strict regimes and bits and bobs like that. So they're testing for carbon content, sulfur content. So when they fire the brick, it's all carbon credits and stuff like that when the brickmakers are making it. The more carbon the bricks have got, the more it's easier to fire, but also the more carbon it produces. So it's a weird balancing game that they play, and now carbon's a big thing for the environment.
Of course, yeah.
These low carbon clays are a thing of interest, should we say?
Every day is a learning day, Sam, isn't it?
Yeah, bricks and clay and ground and dirt and
And touring cars.
Yeah.
Let's talk touring cars. Sam, you're back with NAPA Racing for this season. Congratulations, well done. How was Croft?
Yeah, it was good. To be fair, all the pre-season testing's been really good. Even before the season starts has been really good as well. So, been on the sim with Rory, doing a lot of sim work, which has really helped that being away from it because. As I kind of briefed on that a little bit, I'm away from the racing, and I drive slow things like tractors and excavators. I think I topped the grand total of half a mile an hour today in the Libra.
That's good going.
Yeah, I didn't even realise things could go that slow. When you're thinking about getting out and walking, and
yeah. So did you get out of Croft what you wanted to in terms of your time in the car?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. Getting back up to speed, we were pretty much there after the first test. So, and then we got to work on more, me, Rich and Rory all together again, working on how we're going to attack this year, and yeah.
Is Rory Butcher going to be with you throughout the season?
Yeah, Rory's going to be with us again this year as a bit of a driver coach / intermediate for the engineer as well. So hopefully we should make a good pair.
Yeah, that's good, and it's nice to see Rory back in the paddock again as well. So changes for this year, Sam. Everybody, of course, is talking about lighter cars because the hybrid kit has gone, which means quicker lap times,
definitely,
which means later braking.
Yeah,
more nimble.
Yeah,
cars.
that spinning motor.
Yeah,
gyroscope effect.
Yeah, exactly. Now, how does that suit your style? Because I know the weight in the cars doesn't suit some drivers, and now they're saying, "Oh, actually, this is really fitting into my style and the front wheel drive."
Well, I've always loved the soft tyre. The feel that it gives me actually allows me to drive it and feel what's underneath me. Whereas I'm one of them drivers that has to have a feel, and the feel has to be there for me to go with it. And then the medium tyre's all right; it gives you a little bit of feel, but the hard tyre's horrible. There's just no feel there for me, and it's something we were working on through the testing. So just trying to work on that feel with the hard tyre, and knowing where that limit of front end grip's going to be. And yeah, we're all in the same boat. We've all got the same wheels underneath us, and wheels and tyres. So. We've just got to make the best of what we've got, and we can play around with some settings and hopefully make it better.
Yeah, it certainly suggests that we're going to have much tighter qualifying sessions, and at certain circuits, not just the usual ones, we're going to end up with the whole grid being covered by, a second, which is amazing. Great for the fans.
Yeah, I didn't think they could get much tighter, but flipping heck.
It certainly seems to be looking that way, doesn't it? With the testing times and the fact that we've got lap times are going to come down. So does that make it harder when so many cars are much closer together?
Always. Literally, you think, I can get away with a little mistake here and a little mistake there, but now you just can't. You struggled to get away with one mistake last year. So this year, with the field being so close, even in testing, it's going to be crazy. So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk Jack Sears for a second, because you're up for that this year, eligible this year. there are 7 of you, all pretty quick, very competitive, and with eyes on the prize. It's going to be a good one to watch, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. Like you say, there's a lot of us in there this year. Some really good names in there from last year still. And Charles Rainford, he looks absolutely mega in testing. So, I think it's going to be a tough one. But it's one of them, and we'll see what it is. And you never know until you get to the first round. So
You've got the advantage of experience, though, Sam, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which can count for something in this championship. I know I've spoken to Charles and I've spoken to James, and they've all said, they just need to learn the British Touring Car Championship.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be one of those. What's it called? Consistency is key, and any DNFs, any mechanical failures, any accidents, it absolutely kills you. And we fought that all last year with 2 DNF, one DNF and 1 DNS. Here from the first round, made an awesome start and got caught in someone else's incident, and then that were it. 40 points lost. So we were right up there. I think we were like 8th or something at that point when off the start. So we were definitely in the top 10, I know that. And we were flying. But like you say, consistency is key. And 40 points is, I think we lost it by, 60 in the end, I think, if that. So, but of course, a weekend is, you have one bad result and that's it for the rest of the weekend. It hurts you all the way through. You have a bad qualifying, or you have even a bad free practice too.
Yeah.
And that just hurts you all the way through.
Yeah, because that has an impact. People forget, don't they, that FP2 has an impact.
Yeah, massive. Literally, you come out of FP2 and you think, wow, the car's horrible, we need to do something, and you change it, and then you go into free qualifying and you're like, I have no idea. I'm going to fly down that straight at like 140 mile an hour, turn in for the first time into Redgate and be like, it may stick. It might be different to yesterday. God knows what it'll be. So, yeah.
Let's hope it does stick.
Yeah, be one of those.
Absolutely. Have a great season, Sam. Good to see you back. Just before you go, we do like a little bit of fun at this stage of the season. So I've got 5 questions, numbered 1 to 5. You've got 3 to choose. First of all, choose your first number 1 to 5.
We'll go with all the odds. 1, 3, 5.
Oh, 1, 3, and 5. So, are you a good passenger in a road car? Depends who's driving.
Yeah, depends who's driving.
Okay, fair enough.
My missus isn't around here, is she?
We'll keep it just between us, don't worry. Why is she not a good driver?
No, she's an all right driver. I'm just a very...
Would you like to give advice, though? I know she might do it better.
Maybe.
We could be going down a dangerous route there, Sam.
I might not have any tea tonight. So.
Next question. Do you have a middle name?
Yes.
What is it?
See if you can guess.
Peter?
No, that, to be fair, my dad's nickname was, long story, but I ended up being nicknamed after my dad, but that's not my middle name.
Right. So what is it?
It's Luke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sam Luke Osborne, or Samuel, if I've been not really.
So it sounds like there's a story to that Luke thing. It was.
No, Luke thing is just is it like a religious thing or something?
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Not too sure.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Last question. What was the last book that you read?
Oh, I can't remember if I've read a book. Read a. It's probably been some sort of like. In fact, actually, it wasn't a book, but it was a manual.
Okay.
There's a big old manual for my Haas CNC lathe, and it's got all the G codes and M codes and stuff like that. So does that count as reading a book?
That is
like
brilliant. The manual with the CNC codes for a lathe. Yeah. It's not a snappy title, but it sounds like a good book to me. Sam, have a great season. Good to see you.
Buddy,
Thank you.